everybody, I'm Jeremy over here at the Charlotte Sports Park. Today we're going to be building a rustic handle holder. Just a few things to go over. Number one, safety. Safety glasses, muffs or earplugs, just for the saw. The material we're going to be needing, you'll need a couple mason jars. You'll need some tea lights. You'll need some twine, black paint. You'll need 2 pieces of jack chain, a couple of key rings, 2 picture hangers, 2 hooks, scissors, pencils, air nailer. If you don't have an air nailer, you can use finish nails and trusty oil, which I will not be using that today. We are going to start, well, I'd like to start by giving you a little history lesson on the mason jar. So the mason jar was actually invented by John Mason. This was back in 1858, November 30th, 1858. And then in 1884, Ball Brothers actually started manufacturing, producing them. Ball Brothers is obviously see Ball on the jar. That's Ball Brothers, the glass makers. John Mason never actually manufactured those. So the black paint is going to be for your caps, your hooks, your chain, if you don't want to keep them this color. If you want to keep them this color, then you won't need the black paint. So with that being said, oh, I think I mentioned the 2 candles. I don't recommend using real candles, just because to me they're unsafe. So I'm going to start by laying our pieces out. What we're going to do is we're going to take these boards and we're going to lay them side by side, because that's the width we want our rustic handle holder to be. I'll use this. So together these two are roughly 7 inches wide. So we're going to cut these short boards 7 inches wide. What I try to do is, because I like the nail holes, I'll use these for the cover pieces, and then I'll cut the back pieces out of the section that does not have the nail holes. So we'll get these marked out, and then what you're going to do is you're going to measure down 2 3/4 of an inch. So you're actually going to have a couple cut lines here, and you're going to go the 7 inches again. And with this particular board pallet that I took apart, this is actually the exact length we need for here. And then these will fit here. So there those are. So what we're going to do, we're going to get some safety gear on here. We need to move a few things out of the way. Set this down here. We're going to make these cuts. Remember, when you're making these cuts, you want to cut on this side of your line, because you need that full 7 inches here, because these two together are 7 inches. So you're going to cut on this side of the line. Then when we get here, you're going to cut on this side of the line, because you're discarding this piece, or you'll use it for the next one, and then you'll cut on this side of the line. So these 2 boards end up the same length, which is the exact length that these 2 boards are in width. So, and that's 1. So this is going to make 1, and then I'll use the rest to make the second hanger. Put some earplugs in here. got all of our pieces cut. We've got our hooks painted, caps painted, key ring painted, chain painted. Next step is to start putting these together, and then we'll put our jars together, put the twine on the jars, cut our chain, and actually we can go ahead and cut that chain now, because I have it cut in the length that you need, but then you will need to take a section out to add your key ring. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to take this one out. Like so. And then you're going to put the chain on the key ring like this. And you can go ahead and do both. And then I'll cut some twine and pay close attention here, because you pull out whatever you need, whatever you think. You can always cut off and get it. So, stuff's cheap. It's like $1.58 for 300 feet. So you're going to take one end of the chain and you're going to slip it on the rope. About like that. And then we're going to go ahead and tie a square knot. So 1, 2. So that one's fixed. And then we're going to run the other end. That. These out of the way. And you're going to put this, make sure it goes under the lip of the jar, just below the threads. And then you're just going to tie it like you would your tennis shoe, if you know how to tie your tennis shoe. Don't worry about where these are located right now. They'll move around. And I always do a square knot here as well before I tie a bow. Okay, so then this one that you didn't tie a knot on can be moved around. So you can spin it on the jar. And then go ahead and tie your bow here. And then always just cut off whatever I don't want, like this excess. You can make it as big as you want. Okay, so there's that. And we're going to put the lid on. And then make sure you pull the little tab out of your tea light. Make sure it works. And it's going to go down in there. You can also fill these up with sand or seashells or whatever you want. Decorative rocks you pick up at Michael's. And then this is going to hang on the hook once we get the backboard put together. And then, like I said, you can move this, spin it however you want. Alright, now we got that piece out of the way. We'll go ahead and start putting some of these together. I don't ever use, if it's got a finished side, like this is kind of smooth, I always leave it on the back. I like the rough, that's what we're doing rustic. And then I've actually got two, so I'm going to split them. I'm going to put one nail board on one and just a regular flat one on the other. So we're going to actually bring that down an inch from the top, because I'm going to make the board with my nail holes in it at the top. And then this one's going to be an inch up from the bottom, like that. You might have to recheck it. And then we're going to nail that together. And then what do we do before nailing it? We add some safety glasses. And if you want, you can just double check, because the nail gun does move things around a little bit. I like using the nail gun because the holes are not very visible, where if you use a regular finish nail, use a 6D, not as bad, but if you're not going with a hammer, you also beat the board up, which is what we don't want. So that piece is ready, so we'll nail it. Now we've got that done, we're actually going to put the hook in. We're going to put it in center, so center of these boards, and then center of this board. So that board's 3.5. We'll go 1 3/4. We'll make a mark. Spin it around so it doesn't roll over the table. Okay. And again, not forget our glasses. Throw off hammer. I need AC in my shop. Put it down there. And you're going to screw this into here. Wires would be handy. I don't know if I got any. I'm going to put this in here. You might have to do some touch up on your paint, which is okay. I'll tell you where you need to go with this. Just to where it comes flush with the back. So you don't have that sticking out way out here. Straighten that up. And then you're going to need your hangers. So these would need to be pre-drilled because I don't use the nails that come with these picture hangers only because they don't hold. But that's going to actually go right over top of that lag, your hook, and then you're going to put screws in them. Okay, so there's one done. I've got the other one in the vise because I pre-drill these holes because I'm using screws that are a little bit bigger than what the hole is on the picture hanger. I've got this one ready to be nailed together, and then finish the other jar, put the hanger and hook on this one, and we should be on our way to hang them on the wall. Now we've got our finished product. We're going to hang the jars on here. So. And there you have them. Mama Bear seems like she's pretty pleased with them. Right, Mama Bear? Okay, so the 14th person to like this video, in this little session, can have these.